Hi, guys, welcome to another unscripted episode of All Things Make Sense. Today, I want to talk about my new obsession. It's really new and it's about dieting, but not the kind you think. So, all these trainers and coaches will tell you, that you have to work out, you have to diet to be fit. And yes, that is true. So, please do not ignore that. But today, the kind of diet I'm going to talk about is something completely different. It's known as the mental diet. So often when things go wrong, you fall ill, is usually when we have the wake up call that our diet is not right and we need to fix it, or our lifestyle is not right and we need to fix it. Is when we actually go and maybe enroll in the gym, or go to a nutritionist or whatever, and start following a diet plan, and then we see changes and we stick with it, probably go off the track again, come back to it again when something happens. But more than this entire dieting of food, what is super important and we should train ourselves for is mental dieting. Now, mental dieting, the same way how our body has a diet, we need to have a diet for our mind too. And it's super important because, especially today, with how much we consume in terms of social media, access to the internet overall, day and night we are on our screens, work, meeting people at work, meeting people post work, pre work, whatever. We are just consuming information day and night, right? And there's no space to be. Okay, if you are someone who is in an artistic field, or in a field where you have to give outputs, you're giving outputs. But is that even your best that you are doing, or is it just influenced by the things around you? There's no space to be. And that's why mental dieting is important, especially when we are bombarded day and night with so much information. So, what is mental dieting? I came across this term on a Reddit forum, which it was just casually thrown around, but I found it super insightful. Basically, how, supposing you're lactose intolerant, you ensure you don't have any milk products. Similarly, in your mental diet, you have to be super strong about not letting any literally any negative thoughts come to you. And obviously it's going to be super difficult because they will come, right? We always have negative thoughts, even the simplest one. अरे यार ट्रैफिक में अटक गए, अरे यार इसने अभी तक वो ईमेल का रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं दिया है, ये काम बराबर नहीं करिए, whatever, right? We have so many issues. I don't like the food that I'm eating, or um, I don't like my clothes, my hair, whatever it is, the smallest thing on the negative thought, also a negative thought scale, should also not be there. And obviously it will come because this is how we've conditioned ourselves to worry and to think and to overthink, and it will creep in. It's so what you have to do is, instead of thinking, supposing you're depressed and you're like, oh my god, I'm feeling so low, you think about it in this way. I have feelings that make me that are making me feel depressed. I have thoughts that are making me feel depressed, but I'm going to snap out of it and handle it in a very graceful manner, because this is not going to affect me. But I'm just going to snap out of it. So change your self-talk. Very important. And the thing is that for the first few days, being aware, once you start being aware of your negative thoughts, you might even go spiraling, because we don't realize actually how many negative thoughts we have in a day. So once you realize that in the first day, you might even feel worse on the first day. Then second day onwards, just start having that inner dialogue and taking your trajectory back from where it's fallen to, in a positive way. And yeah, just do that. The key over here is to be persistent, super persistent, because this is years of conditioning, years and years of conditioning, and this is how our brain is made now. So you have to be super persistent. The smallest negative thought, I'm sorry, I'm repeating the same thing because this is how important it is. Um, the smallest negative thought as soon as it creeps in. Identify awareness, super important. All my videos are around awareness, I think. Be aware of it, acknowledge, come back, right? Oh, I had this thought. I don't need to be in that way. I don't need to think that way any longer. Or this is my conditioning that's making me feel like this, but I don't need to feel like that. Or I can, if you feel, oh my God, this is too much work, I can't do it, change that thing. The minute you say it in your head, like, change it to, this is too much work. I'm so excited to see how I go about it because I can do anything. Just change it, right? Because if you complain about too much work, it's not like your boss is going to take away the work. Let's just be honest about it. Yeah, I think this is a super casual video. What else do I want to add over here? Yeah, the purpose of this. So let's come back to the purpose. So, what is the purpose of this? There's this one statement I heard recently. I am just too much all over Reddit, I think. That basically your outer world is nothing but a reflection of your inner world. And if your inner world is always, criticizing, thing is that I'm using words like criticizing, but we don't realize also that we are criticizing ourselves or criticizing the situation. We don't realize also. So when people say don't have negative self-talk, you'll be like, I don't have negative self-talk. I love myself. It can be even complaining, right? It can be even that. So, this statement that your outer reality is a reflection of your inner reality, inner thoughts, inner consciousness is just, it just blew me off. So I'm just trying to change or rewire my entire mind with this mental dieting. And I'm so obsessed with this concept, I've even written it on my hand. And overall, it's also proven that, you're overthinking, negative thinking, whatever, it causes health issues in your body, a lot of inflammation, blood pressure, whatnot. So it, like, someday or the other we have to be conscious about it, right? Like, till what extent will you be this version of yourself that, and just stop your growth, stop your potential, stop your consciousness from growing? Like, it's someday or the other, I hope you wish that you are better. Do you want to stay like this, dude? Why are you on this channel? I don't know. But yeah, so let's be persistent in the mental diet as well. Focus on that more than you are on your physical fitness. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to the gym. Yeah, guys, please go. But don't, I'm saying it's that important, or if not more, right? Your general fitness and diet, it's probably the most important diet that I'm talking about. So let's focus on that, and let me also see how consistent and persistent I can be with this. So maybe after a week or so, I can share my results. Thank you and bye.